Magic mirror on the wall, who's the fairest Disney live-action remake of them all? It sure as shit ain't Snow White, I can tell you that. The film that has seemingly launched 1,000 controversies over the past few years has finally hit cinemas, and the sad truth is, the only truly controversial thing about it is how bad it is. For those keeping score at home, the aforementioned controversies have included, but are not limited to, Disney casting Latina actor Rachel Zegler as Snow White. She's not white, I guess, so that made some fans angry, and by fans, I mean idiots. Zegler, who was excellent in Spielberg's version of West Side Story, then created her own controversy with pro-Palestine comments, which in turn raised the allegation of a spat with co-star Gal Gadot, who plays the evil queen and is, of course, Israeli.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
And if that wasn't enough for the movie to piss off nearly everyone, then there was the small matter of director Marc Webb opting for 7 computer-generated dwarves. Now, can we show some footage of these things? Because there's the uncanny valley, and then there's whatever these monstrosities are. They're absolutely unwatchable. But even more than that, haven't we got to the point as a society where putting a caricature of a person with short stature on screen is just not a cool thing to do, and especially in a film where you've already made a statement about representation by casting a Latina as the literal whitest princess Disney has. If you think that makes no sense, well, wait till you see the plot of this movie. The 1937 original may be an iconic cinematic moment, but if we're being honest, it's also a fairy tale about conspiracy to commit murder and non-consensual affection. So an update was probably overdue. However, Disney has completely overcooked it, replacing Prince Charming with Jonathan, a poor man's Robin Hood, played by Andrew Barnup. Instead of waiting around for her prince to smooch her while she's patently unconscious, which is creepy, this new Snow White joins a band of rebels to fight the evil queen.
This is our kingdom, and now we're here to take it back.
You were saying...
To give you an idea of just how dumb some of this movie is, Snow White starts banging on about how selfish Jonathan is in one of those classic opposites attract kind of setups. That would be fine if it wasn't for the fact that in the very previous scene, Jonathan literally takes a crossbow dart in the chest to save Snow White's life. Seriously, what more does a guy have to do? As the film unfolds, the plotline with the rebels takes a lot of attention away from the Seven Dwarfs, which is a good thing, but it does make you wonder why these CG abominations are even in there at all. We could certainly live without the Heigh-Ho, Heigh-Ho, it's off to work we go sequence that is so over the top it could be described as visual vomit. The dwarves are so unnecessary, the film should be called Snow White and the Seven Non-Sequiturs, because nothing they add makes any sense to the plot. As for Gal Gadot, well, she looks like she can't decide whether to be menacing or cartoonish, and is closer to Dr. Evil than an evil queen. It certainly doesn't help her or Rachel Zegler that the songs in the film by the otherwise super talented duo of Pasek and Paul almost always fall flat. In the end, all the fuss about this movie feels like a massive waste of everyone's time because it will be very quickly forgotten. Snow White gets 1.5 stars.
And cut.